What is going on YouTube, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. It is Pokestocks here. In this episode, we're going to be doing a deep dive into Evolving Skies, how the set is currently performing, and where do I see it headed in the near future, aka going over if it's a good investment. Kind of obvious, but yeah, I'll be diving into numbers, markets, and everything like that. So stay tuned, guys, for an informative video. If you have not already, join the Discord. We are on the road to 1,000 members. Thank you all for the insane growth. We are growing rapidly fast. And of course, if you guys want to talk to me, talk to like-minded people, then join down below. And remember, none of this is financial advice. This is all my opinion. Let's dive into this. So, Evolving Skies, man. I do not even know what to say about this set, but yeah, it's an iconic set in the modern market. And guys, look. Guys, look at the screen. Rayquaza 666. Yo, chat, pause. Interesting. I know that's just complete luck, but anyway, going back to what I was saying, Evolving Skies, man, it's the, I don't like comparing it to really any other markets, but I think this does make sense. It's like the Bitcoin of Pokemon, right? It's just such an expensive staple now, and it's probably one of the biggest assets in the current market right now for a modern, obviously. Now, let's talk about booster boxes. Past year, these are up 273%, past month up 10%, past 3 months up 35%, past 6 months up almost 100%. This box is having some sales at 2,600, 2,700, 2,600. So it looks to be pushing, guys, that $2,600 range. So the market price, it seems to be accurate, not off. So pretty up to date with that. I have an Evolving Skies booster box in my collection, and funny story, I don't know if I have said this is actually on the shorts of my thing, but guys, I have bought this Evolving Skies booster box for a total of $140. Now you might be saying, Pokestocks, that's cap, you never did. Well, you can go ahead and watch one of those shorts I posted. It's kind of in the back now, but how I did it, guys, is I just waited for the hype to end in 2020, and I managed to scoop up a booster box. So that was my luck. Not saying that will happen. Evolving Skies ain't never going back down to 140, but, you know, it was a great time in my life. So I'm very, very blessed, very honored, obviously, to have that massive gain on this box, but that's what we're currently looking like. I can tell you guys one thing. By the end of the year, this is projecting to probably be a $3,000 box, maybe even $4,000 if things keep going the way they're going. We also have the Umbreon V-Max. Now, this is definitely interesting. This is actually why I wanted to record this video, because the Umbreon V-Max had a massive skyrocket. It was actually a topic of debate, honestly, on YouTube all across the board, guys. If we zoom in, even the past month, dude, 13 items sold on September 10th. This pushed the card all the way up to $2,000. And it looks like we have one sale. It looks like we actually have a few right here. Moderately played at least, but 3,000 PSA 10, 3,500. So it's definitely pumping up very, very high. And I just found that market manipulation, that massive buyout regarding this card to be really, really interesting. And if any of you guys bought in right before then that's sort of a W. But yeah, it looks like the card now leveled off at nearly $2,000. I believe on eBay, this is the same thing that's going on. We also have Evolving Skies ETBs pushing to that $400 range. Past month up 10%, past 3 months up 30, past 6 months up 54, past year up 131. Now, guys, keep in mind, right? I'm gonna show you something. I don't know if you know this or not, but ETBs, booster boxes, they are sharing the same growth. Past month up 10%, same. Past 3 months up 35, past 3 months up 30. So they're relatively similar in the growth they're having more recently, and I think that's going to continue to be the way. So just using the data on the TCG player charts, this is not really that accurate, but this is just a broad scheme of things to go ahead and do some simple math. It looks that the Evolving Skies ETBs, booster boxes, and some other, prices of the packs, whatever, are tending to go up 10% each month. So if you want to take that into consideration, that's a good way to sort of predict your investment if you pour in a certain amount of money into one of these products. This is where stuff gets interesting. I bring up always a few, not investments, but a few products that are just like complete shockers to me. For example, the Dragonite V. I can't believe it, but this is a $500 card. I remember way back then when this was like a $50, even $75 dollar card, bro, and no one ever really wanted it. This was actually one of the cards on Evolving Skies that was relatively cheap for a long time, and wasn't even on the first page. I think it was kind of crazy. Now, what I do see is that we're having a massive surge more than ever, up 72% in the past month. So this is definitely getting a lot of attention more than ever, pushing this card from 288 to that $500 price point that we're currently seeing. And Umbreon is definitely another thing to see right now. 268 all up to 423. So that's what we're currently seeing right now. So it looks like what I'm analyzing, a lot of the singles are having a massive push in the market. So keep that in mind when pouring your money into the set. We also have the Pokemon Center ETB. The past month up 7%, past 3 months up 28, past 6 up 80. Again, guys, every massive sealed product tends to be going up 10% each month. I talked about this in my celebrations video. I'll be passing in on that. Now here's what I can say about Evolving Skies, because I don't want to waste your time and drag this video on. It's a very straightforward and obvious set. I think Evolving Skies is going to probably be a very, very slow and steady set. It had its time when it pumped dramatically, when we saw products go from like 200 to 500. I mean, we're still sort of seeing that with singles, but it looks like everything is starting to level off, guys, at the price point that it'll currently be at. Now, is it worth still pouring your money into this set? That's like sort of asking yourself if gold and silver is going to be worth more in 10 years. I think the obvious answer is yes. Hold on, just give me 1 second. Thank you. I think Evolving Skies is probably going to be one of those few sets that if we really predict this in the next 2 to 3 years, it's probably going to be booster boxes at that 10K range. In fact, I've heard a lot of YouTubers say that it's going to be following Team Up on that trajectory. And I honestly really do agree. And listen, Team Up is not pushing 20,000. It's not pushing 30. It's pushing like 10 to 12 to even 11, right? Whatever the current price is at. They're not growing dramatically. Just note, guys, as when products tend to get more and more and more expensive, the chances of them exploding and gaining a lot of value tend to be a lot less. And why is that? Well, it's because a lot of people don't have that kind of money to splurge on one product. And in general, the product itself becomes very, very dry and not a lot out there. So take that in for what you want. I'm sitting on a lot of Evolving Skies. I have a lot of it. I have booster boxes, I have ETBs, I have chase cards, I have booster packs, and I bought all of them during the time when no one ever wanted it, so that was complete hype. But I'm going to be honest, guys, I do not plan on selling any of my Evolving Skies unless I need to pay rent or anything like that. So to go ahead and answer your question, that's where I currently think where the set is. Let me know what you guys think about Evolving Skies in the comments below, where you see it in the near future, and if it's a good investment right now. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.